Hi there, welcome to today's yoga practice. My name is Ali and I'm a teacher out of Ottawa, Ontario. Today I'll be leading you through a 30-minute practice focusing on the upper body. Today you'll need a chair, maybe a blanket to cover your legs, and if you'd like maybe something to prop your feet up to make yourself a little more comfortable. I'm using yoga blocks, but you could use Tupperware or books or anything that you have available. It's completely up to you. So today we'll start our practice sitting in our chair with our back as straight as possible, and we'll start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. I invite you to shut down your eyes or maybe find a soft gaze as we continue looking inward, focusing on the breath. Maybe you take a little time to adjust in your chair, finding a position that's comfortable for you. You could have your hands on your knees, maybe a hand on your heart and a hand on your stomach, however feels most comfortable for you today. Continue breathing at your own pace, not changing anything about the breath, but letting it flow freely. We'll start to pay a little bit more attention to the breath, bringing a little bit more effort into the breathing. I invite you now to make your inhales the same length as your exhales. I like to breathe in for a count of 4 and then exhale for a count of 4. But maybe take a few moments to play around with your breath and feel what's right for you and your body today. I invite you now to start making your inhales a little bit longer than your exhales. I like to inhale for a count of 6 and exhale for a count of 4. As we make our inhales longer than our exhales, we start to bring some energy to our bodies. Throughout our practice today, we'll focus on the breath and pairing one movement with one breath. When you're ready, if you're ready, you can start to open your eyes and maybe bring a bit of movement to your fingers or to your wrists, just rolling them out gently. Take a few breaths to come back to the physical space. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, lift our arms up overhead, and on the exhale, we'll fold over our laps. We'll bring our hands to our knees, and we'll inhale, lift halfway up, and exhale, lower back down. Inhaling to come up, and exhaling to come back down. We'll inhale halfway up one more time, and then we'll exhale, folding over our laps, and hold here for a few breaths. On your next inhale, we'll come all the way back up, bringing our hands with us. Now that our hands are over our head, we'll take one big inhale, reaching through the spine, and on the exhale, we'll drop our right arm and lean our left arm over our bodies to the right. We'll inhale, come halfway up, and exhale, coming back down. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, sinking back down to the right. We'll inhale up one more time, and then exhale. This time we'll hold the stretch a little bit longer. On your next inhale, we'll come all the way back up to center, bringing both arms overhead. And then we'll exhale, drop our left arm to our side, bringing the right arm over to the left side. We'll inhale halfway up, and exhale, come back down. Inhale halfway up, exhale, back down. And we'll go one more time, inhaling halfway up, and exhale. This time we'll hold for a few rounds of breath. On your next inhale, bringing your left arm back up, and we'll come to center. Taking a big breath in, and then exhale, bringing our hands to our knees. We'll fold over our laps again. We'll inhale halfway up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, half lift one more time, and then this time on the fold, we'll hold in our forward folds. On your next inhale, we'll push into our hands and come up to a seated position, keeping our hands on our knees. When we inhale, we're going to push into our knees and round our back, pushing away from our body. And on the exhale, we'll pull our chest through, coming nice and proud, arching the spine. Inhale to curve your back, and exhale to pull chest through. We'll continue with this variation of a cat-cow for a few more rounds at your own pace, following your own breath. The next time you exhale and come forward, we'll hold here for a few breaths, feeling a nice arch in the spine. Maybe you drop your shoulders a little farther away from the ears and pull your shoulder blades back, almost as if they could touch. On your next inhale, we'll push our back behind us, bringing our shoulders forward, rounding through the spine, and we'll hold here. We'll take one more big inhale together. And then exhale, we'll come back to a neutral spine, right in the center. Maybe shake out your arms, roll up your sleeves, give yourself a little movement to reset. And when you're ready, we'll find our hands back on our knees with a nice straight back. We'll inhale our arms all the way up overhead. And then we'll exhale, interlace our fingers, and push our hands up towards the sky. We'll inhale up one more time, reaching our palms even further up into the sky. And then exhale, bringing our arms to our sides. We'll start to roll our shoulders back behind us, feeling a nice release in the neck and shoulders. And then we'll switch directions, bringing them forward. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, bring our arms all the way up overhead, And exhale, we'll come and fold forward over knees. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhale to fold back over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. And we'll take one last inhale halfway up. And then exhale, holding our forward folds. On your next inhale, we'll push our hands into our knees, coming back up, sitting up straight, maybe wiggling it out, finding a comfortable position. And then we'll take our wrists, or we'll bring our hands to our sides, and we'll just start to rotate our wrists, warming them up a little bit. And when you're ready, don't forget to roll to the other side in the other direction, evening everything out in your body. When you're ready, you can place your hands back on your knees, and we'll inhale our right hand up in front of us, like we're telling somebody to stop. On the exhale, you can take your left hand and pull your fingers back just a little bit to feel a nice stretch in the wrists. We'll hold here for a few rounds of breath. On your next exhale, you can let your left hand go, and then we'll bring our right hand forward so that our fingers point down. We'll take the left hand on your next exhale and just pull your fingers slightly towards your body, stretching the wrist out in the other direction. On your next exhale, you can let your hands go, wiggle it out again, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll inhale our left hand up to make a stop, and then we'll take our right hand on the exhale, and we'll just pull our fingers back towards the wall. On your next exhale, you can let your hand go, and we'll inhale, turning our fingers down to the ground. We'll take one big inhale, and then exhale, take your right hand, pulling your fingers towards you a little bit, feeling the stretch on the other side. On your next exhale, you can let your hands go, wiggling your wrists and your fingers. Then we'll inhale our arms up overhead, and we'll exhale back into our forward folds. We'll inhale halfway up, and then exhale to fold back down. The next time you're folded over your legs, we'll hold here. On your next inhale, we'll come all the way back up, bring our hands over our head. And on the exhale, we'll bring our arms out beside us into a 90-90, kind of like a cactus. When we inhale, we're gonna bring our hands together, rounding out the shoulders in front of us. And on the exhale, we'll push our hands behind us, bringing our chest forward. On your next inhale, we'll come meet in the middle, and then we'll exhale, let our shoulders drop a little bit further away from our ears. On your next inhale, we'll take our arms and we'll bring them up over our head this time. And we'll exhale, bringing the arms close to the body. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, coming down. We'll bring our arms up overhead one last time, and then we'll fold back over our legs. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. And exhale, fold. And on our next fold, we'll hold for a few breaths. On your next inhale, we'll push all the way back up to seated. Take a second to adjust here. On our inhale, we'll tilt our head over to the right. And on the exhale, we'll roll the chin forward, bringing it to center. We'll inhale, take our neck to the left, and exhale, our chin back to center. We'll keep moving here at our own pace for a few more rounds. Remember to be very gentle because our necks can be very sensitive. Taking the stretch as slowly as you'd like. If you feel any tight or sticky spots, I encourage you to hold there a little longer and let the neck stretch out a little bit. The next time your head comes to the right side, we can take our right hand and gently hold our neck in place. If you'd like a bit of a deeper stretch, you can even take your left arm out to your side just a little bit. On your next exhale, you can let both hands go. And then we'll find our way slowly and gently to the left side. We'll do the same thing here, taking our left hand and gently bringing our neck down into a nice stretch. For a little more, we can reach our right hand out to the side. We'll take one more inhale together, and then we can drop the hands, bringing our head back to center. With our head still looking down towards our lap, we'll inhale our arms up overhead and interlace the fingers. And then we'll exhale, bringing the hands down just above the neck to hold our head in a stretch like this. On your next inhale, rolling the shoulders and the arms up, bringing the head with it. Then we'll exhale, fold back over our laps. Instead of holding here, we'll stretch our hands all the way up overhead, bringing our hands to heart center. Maybe you stay like this for our final resting posture, or maybe you bring your hands to your knees, a hand to your heart and a hand to your stomach, whatever's most comfortable for you. We'll take a few moments to just reconnect with our breath. We won't change anything about it, but we'll be conscious of how we're breathing. Maybe breathing is a little easier than it was at the beginning of our practice. Maybe it's a little slower or a little steadier. If you haven't done so already, I invite you to close your eyes or find a soft gaze. We'll just continue breathing. letting all of the hard work we just did sink into the muscles, sink into the body. We'll start to bring a little bit more effort back into our breathing, making our inhales and our exhales the same length, just like we did at the beginning of our practice. Now, when you're ready, if you're ready, we'll start to make our exhales longer than our inhales. So I like to breathe in for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 6. When we elongate our exhales, we allow everything we just did to sink into the body just a little bit deeper, and we start to calm our central nervous system down. When you're ready, you can start bringing some gentle movement back into the body, wiggling the fingers, rolling the wrists, maybe tilting your head from side to side. And when you're ready, we'll take one last deep breath together, inhaling our arms all the way up overhead, bringing the palms together. We'll lower our palms to our forehead for kind and loving thoughts, lowering them again to our throats for kind and loving words, and then finally to heart center for kind and loving intentions. Thank you. I want to thank you for joining me for today's 30-minute chair yoga practice. It's been an honor and a privilege to share my practice with you. Have a great day.